Hello, friends. This is Fabrice here. I am the founder of Syllable. Wanted to put a little video up on the YouTube channel to talk about pins down and what it is and why it's exciting and why it's changing the game. So pins down started as a collaborative space where a lot of the worlds that we had at Syllable, we wanted to write in the worlds together. We would do an hour session and we would write a short flash story for the hour session and it would be live on YouTube. And you can actually check out some of the prior um, events as well. I check out the supernatural horror one called Hellmouth Studios, which I really like that one. I also like the Neptune one too. But pretty much we did it and the writers really enjoyed it and like I enjoyed it and felt like Pins Down had so much potential, and now we're expanding Pins Down to a 4 months production cycle. So the first 3 months is going to be 6 sessions, so 2 sessions a month, and it's going to be on a Saturday, and it's going to be an hour where we put up a Google Doc and we have a prompt, and the showrunners are talking about that specific world, and then they are writing, and we write in that world like a short flash around the prompt. And then the last month, it's post production where we are editing and defining a manuscript around the world. So a lot of it is really to um, bring a new collaborative space that has never been done before. And we're going to focus on one world. And the world that we have right now is called Paralelia. And the showrunners, Giselle and Marsha, are two wonderful writers, creators, and it's set in the year 2091, I believe. And it's a time where you have a group of it's a post-apocalyptic where there's a lot of climate change issues that have sort of destroyed the planet, and a lot of people have become homeless, especially in the US. So you have a group of homeless people that move in LA and San Francisco because all of the buildings have been abandoned and the cities have been abandoned. And this collective of homeless people is called the Earthbound. And they believe that the future of humanity can be restored by taking care of the planet and the earth and like farming, and they use technology in a sustainable way. So that's their vision. And also they have a sort of magical powers that start to occur when they connect deeply with the earth. And in the opposite, you have all the people that left LA and San Francisco. They went to, I think, Texas, and they are called the Silicons. And they're a group of people that believe in the vision that they have to digitize everything. So there's a digital world where everyone lives in. And when you get digitized, your body dies, and then you get to live in this digital world. But a lot of it is that they force people to become digital. That's their vision of the future. That's how they believe that the world is gonna be saved, is to this merging of technology and the meta world. And a lot of it they do raids around the US. So they're like attacking people and forcibly getting them into that digital world. So there's this clash between the Silicons and the Earthbound. It's a pretty epic world. I loved it. I wrote in it for the first time 2 weeks ago, and the first pins down. We have we have wait, we have four we have 5 more pins down left. And I really invite you to participate in it. So every 4 months, we'll be deciding. The creators can put up their worlds for voting or for discussion, and we'll select one world. It could be science fiction, fantasy, historical, depending on the worlds that we have in the community. So when you come in the community, you are asked to either collaborate with other people, join a world, or create your own world, and then you can create content in that world. And for pins down specifically, you can put up that world for collaborative processes. And a lot of it as well is that we give you time as well to write. We have Thursday write-in sessions. We also have weekly Thursday write-in session. And we also have um, once a month studio time where you get to put up your story for critique, for and if you want to get just feedback on your writing. So overall, pins down is really the backbone of Syllable's production flow, and we believe like the manuscript that will be releasing and publishing through the Syllable Press or other mediums is really the fundamental aspect of like launching a world and launching the canon of a world, the fictional world, and to help us sort of imagine what possibilities can be in that physical world. So really, it's a collaborative experiment, getting creators from different mediums to create around that. And you can also submit as well stories to it and art and illustrations at directly to Marsha and Giselle. And I believe only like the best, and where they're going to be selecting what that curation is going to look like for the manuscript. So I'm really excited for Pins Down. I would definitely recommend you checking out Paralelia. We have a part of the Story Bible online that you can start to dive in and read and familiarize yourself. And yeah, so I'm excited for Pins Down and see how it's going to evolve. It's 3 times a year, 4 months at a time. And yeah, I think this is the innovation for getting creators to really collaborate within one fictional world, as opposed to them just working by themselves. And I think building a franchise from the bottom up in that way is really the next stage in transmedia storytelling, or even in like filmmaking and gaming and publishing. We believe that that's sort of the long-term vision of like how can we really create canons and mythologies around the world, story bibles that can create communities that gather around those spaces. So yeah, check out Pins Down. You won't regret it. It's pretty fun. You don't even be a writer. You can be any creator, creative, or someone that's interested in writing. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Thanks for tuning in again, and make sure to follow this channel if you want to hear more updates and commentaries and reviews and Syllable and what's happening. Thanks.